So you are number one. Yes, you are. Hey, how's it going, Mrs. H&H? What's up, American boy? Is it hot enough for everybody? It's 8:21 and it's still 94 degrees and I'm burning up in the shop. David, how's it going? What's up, Matt? David, are you trying to get some? I get a lot of mine from OHG, Ozark Hydrographics. There was one of the better ones. What's up, Dickie? Yeah, I know what the hay is. Trust me, I've bucked plenty of hay, and I'm talking square bales, the heavy ones, not the little lightweight ones. I've done a lot of hay, and I walked a lot of corn, and walked a lot of bean fields when I lived in Iowa, so I know what that's all about. I think everybody should do that, even the new kids nowadays. They've got it too easy. David, back to your question on the hydrographic film. You can get on different websites and just look up hydrographic film and stuff, and there's different companies out there. Just try to stay away from a lot of the ones from I mean, I've got some good ones on eBay, but then you get some crappy ones. You know, it depends on what, you get what you pay for. And a lot of the different films, I noticed the cheaper stuff, your activator don't work as well. I hope that answered your question. What's up, H&H Country? I'm getting ready. I got to put it in a box, so... what is your channel, Miss H&H? I was trying to find it. I guess I'm kind of lame on I have hard time. Okay, I'll do that. I think I'm already subscribed to your channel. Sorry about that, guys. It went off for a minute. Do you have any content on there? I'm bringing up one that says there's no content. Mrs. H&H. I gotta show you guys this. Holy crap, I've never seen. Hold on one second. See how big that sucker is? That is a yellow jacket, guys. Woo-wee! That is the biggest yellow jacket I have ever seen in my life. Hopefully a little buckwheat won't come after me. I get the buggiest shop around, I think. Are y'all still there? I'm a little paranoid now, folks. Yeah, I'm gonna go get me some WD-40. Woo! Them things hurt when they sting you. How's it going, Justin? I did not know you was not an ad man. You are now. Alright, my little friend just flew out the door, so... Yes, I done it. You are very welcome, World of Mopar. Says, how's everybody's week been? Mine's been, okay. Mom got her eye surgery done, and she now has 20/20 vision, so she has one more eye to go, so. Oh, that was fun, doing tranny. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting back into the old school stuff, going back to the hot rods and rat rods and things. That's some of the stuff that I enjoy doing, and I think there's some money to be made. And I got a friend that still lives in Iowa that builds a lot of chassis and things, so I and him are kind of gonna collaborate there, I think, and maybe I can get him some business, and I'm gonna go back to the old school rat rods and the custom, chops and things, so I can do a lot of that stuff here at the house, a lot more so than you can in town, because a lot of these shops and things don't like the landlord I had didn't, they didn't want you having a car sit out more than a couple days. But yeah, I'd like to get back into the shaving the door handles and things. I'm thinking about maybe buying a few cars and turning them too. I've been here almost, I think 25 years or longer. I think it's closer to 30 years. When I graduated from high school, I moved to Arkansas. Yeah, there is a lot of money in flipping cars, and I've got a friend that's doing the rat rod thing where he's building them and flipping them, and he's doing pretty darn good, and that's just part-time. He works for FedEx, and then when he gets off there, he'll build maybe, I would say maybe 3 to 4 a year, which is pretty good, and what's cool about it is he just goes to swap meets or finds people that have stuff on sale on Craigslist or trades for this stuff. And I know one, he made like $17,000 or $18,000 on the ride, and he didn't have that much in it. I told him as long as it'd pay my Snap-on bill, I wouldn't care. Yeah, classic cars are hard to do sometimes, because I've seen some people do some cheesy stuff. I mean, and I've bought a couple that way too. That, and I like the old, from 82 on up pickups. You can do minimal, you can find one, the body's pretty good on it, and that's one thing I noticed about up north. I've got a guy that I know here runs up there, and he'll buy the motors and stuff, come down here, and we don't have as much salt and stuff as they do up there, and you can get a motor with 50,000 miles on it, and he's putting buying them a motor with maybe 50, 60,000 miles up there, but the body's rusted, and he'll bring it down here and get a truck, the motor's blowed up in it, and swapping it out, and he's doing decent just doing that. That's all he does, that and detail cars. And I know my neighbor, he's got a a full-time job. I'm not sure what he does. I think he's a mechanic. And in the evenings, he'll come home from work, and in the evenings you'll see him over there. You know, sometimes he's putting motors in cars or whatever. Yeah, I would really like to do chrome, but man, the only way I know to do the chrome and things would be like Spectrachrome or something like that. We had a shop that they just shut down. The EPA come in, and apparently they weren't doing something right, and they're charging him with illegal dumping. What I think it was is he just had a lot of barrels and things sitting out back with a lot of his waste, and they were leaking, and I think that's where they got him. Yeah, they can shut a business down quick. That's why I kind of got into the hydro dipping, because I had thought about doing the chroming, and you can do the chrome with the hydro dipping. But I mean, there's unlimited. You can tint windows. I mean, you can do just about anything. Well, a lot of your old timers and things still are looking for places to have stuff chromed, and they don't care what it costs. And I know Tulsa, Oklahoma over here has a place that a lot of people send their stuff to. Well, also 503, it looks easy, but you have a lot, you know, and a lot of people don't understand, you know, humidity. It's just like prepping a car. I mean, it's fairly easy, but if it messes up, you got to start over from scratch. And remember, that's digging into your profit margin. If you have any snafus or anything, you know, you got to kind of watch and charge accordingly. I think my wasp is back. I kind of paranoid here, guys. That sucker was huge. I've never seen a hornet that big. What's up, Colton? It's going good. Justin, a lot of, I've got a 72 Camaro, and I've got an old 49 Chevrolet that, you know, I've been working on, and I'm thinking about just getting back into the old school stuff, you know, where I used to do a lot, and people's been asking me if I'd shave door handles, do the power locks. I used to French license plates. I'd turn them sideways, you know, French them in, or, you know, just the custom stuff. I've had a couple people ask me if I would rebuild the front ends on their Camaros, because I did mine. It was, you know, and I took mine down, and I'll show you guys sometime, but I took it down all the way and had it powder coated. And then I rebuilt it, you know, we done everything right here, you know, done it the old school way, but probably wasn't the right way, but it works. It just, if any of y'all do the neoprene bushings and stuff, my suggestion to you is use a lot of that white. We used I can't remember, but the front end of my Camaro squeaks, and I kind of wished I'd have just went back with the stock bushings. You know, I paid good money for the high dollar bushings. But yeah, the white lithium grease, yeah, yep. Yeah, the white lithium, I wish that's the way I'd have went, but it's just one of them things, live and learn. Yes, great minds think alike. But I think there's money to be made in that. I get a lot of, and I've had a couple of the what I call old timers ask me if I was going to get back into that, and I told them I still have my welders and stuff, and there's money to be made there because a lot of the old timers don't want to do it anymore. Yeah, the 60s, 70 models too. I had a 72 long bed that I kind of flipped, and I made pretty good on it. And a lot of the younger kids are wanting them now. Oh yeah, and I know you probably know a heck of a lot more on the modern stuff. Like with my Challenger, there is no way I could go out there and hook up. That's one thing, I'm very illiterate when it comes to hooking up the computer and reading all that stuff. Same way with my pickup. I'm lost. The old school stuff, I can use the tack, the dwell tack, all that stuff. But the new stuff, I've been out of it so long that there's just, and I'd like to learn it, but it's just, getting an opportunity to do that. Yeah, timing, I can use old school timing light. Yeah, it'd be nice to know. Okay, I'll see what I can do on that. Been busy here. That I don't know. Right now, I kind of wished I had a little money. I've got a friend, him and his wife's getting a divorce, and they've got a Buick, what is it, GS, I think it was like the one that you had in the shop there, Coldens, and it's one of them deals. I think it's going up for divorce sale, and I know it's got low miles. Oh, I like the lead sleds. I've worked on a couple of them. But see, that's stuff I like working on, and I've chopped a few tops, and I'm thinking about just getting back into the custom stuff as that aspect, because I can put it in with a hydro dipping, and I think I'm going to start working on my 48 and try to get it whipped into shape. And it's unbelievable how some people don't even wow. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to. I wish I could come up there and buy that little white truck of yours too. That thing would be tough too. I've done some French stuff myself. And I've bagged a few, and that's the stuff I really enjoy. Sounds like the guy's got a ton of money in it. Yeah, supposedly the Hellcat's coming back for the doors. He keeps telling me that, but right now it's in the shop because he's toasted the clutch. But I could have told you guys that about a month ago because I knew he didn't know how to drive it. That's a shame. Are you just going to get it running, or are they going to do some stuff to it, or? Oh, I'm sure I will. That's my kind of ride. What year model Scout is it, David? I just, several years ago, I done a Scout for a guy. His brother had passed away, and it set out in the field, and I got it going for his boy. And I done everything but the brakes and stuff because I didn't want nothing to do with that part of it. And he took it to somebody, and I don't think they done it right, because he said he still has to, it'll only go about halfway to the floor before it'll. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why I've got a bad connection. Yeah, I had a neighbor that I kind of wished I tried going over and helping him a couple times. He had a older model Jeep with a V8 in it he bought from somebody, and I think it was just a distributor problem, but he was changing all sorts of stuff on it, and I could hear him cranking on it, and he wouldn't let me. I want to figure it out myself, which I understand, but he was just changing parts, and I guess he got disgusted with it. Some guy come along and offered him $700 for it, and it was the old school Jeep, and it just makes me sick because I know what that thing was. You know, it was whoever had it, you know, had done some stuff to it, had a lift on it already, and he'd put the steering box on it. I mean, you could tell there was different things done to it. Yeah, mine's buffering bad. Are you still buffering, Brian? So what's your temperature up there, Coldens? It's 92 here still. I'll trade you 80 for 92. Of course, you said it's 10 there. Yeah, I'm going to have to probably work nights doing this Lambo's doors because I don't want to be working in the shop at 100 degrees. I sometimes I can't even imagine what it'd be like in town, because at least out here I've got a breeze. I'm in the valley a little bit, and hopefully I'm not going to lose you. I keep getting a bad connection. So you guys got big plans for the weekend, or? David, this is the first set I've done on a Hellcat. A lot of the kits you can buy that are pretty, you know, they're, as long as you read the instructions and that, they're, you know, pretty self-explanatory. Just make sure you get the ones that come with the wiring harnesses and the stuff to, you know, make the, because there's a lot of them out there that, you know, they just want you to kind of cut the wires and stuff, and you know, I'm not going to mess with anything of the factory. You know, the one I got in particular shows you how to take the wiring harness and you just pull it loose and kind of pull the wires up through, and then it comes with another boot that you can stick in the other boot. And but they're really not that bad, to answer your question. Just a lot of people get overwhelmed, I think. They just don't, you know, want to do it. Tomorrow, my wife's we're gonna have a yard sale, so I gotta sit in the hot ass sun. But I got some stuff I'm gonna get rid of, some car parts and things. So fun, but Sunday I'm supposed to, well, the guy with the Challenger, what is up? Oh, I'll do a little bit of that and a little bit of, working in here. And like I said, Sunday, the guy with the Hellcat and a guy with another Challenger, I got some halo lights that I got to check out. He's having some issues with them, and I told him I'd take care of it Sunday. It's funny, with the halo lights, it's nothing on my part. It's just, if somebody would have listened to me, I wouldn't have to be going back and redoing it for just one of them things. People don't, they know more than what you do, so. Yeah, you just got to grin and bear it and go on. I don't know if you guys watched the one on the Challenger I did for the lady with the stripe. She has just been my biggest fan. I agree, David. It just amazes me, and I don't understand, what's our world, it seems like here in the last several years, is going to hell in a handbasket. It amazes me. Yeah, she was tickled pink with him, and I guess I must have been pretty reasonable, because she took a bunch of my cards, and the guy that she bought the car from, or the dealership, wanted some of my cards, so they must have been pretty impressed with it also, so maybe I'll get some business out of that. Yeah, I'm hoping. Yeah, and I told her, even, if he wanted me to, I would go to him. I would, a friend of mine told me he had a trailer he'd sell me that his father-in-law busted the neck off. It's an enclosed trailer, and I told him, I'd have to work it out with him, but he just told me come fix it and use it, if I needed it. And so I can't beat that. And like I told him, I'd go mobile if they want me to come there and do the striping. I don't have a problem. I just told him I was going to get more for, if I have to, with the mobile will be more. Yeah, he seemed, or the way she talked, he seemed like he was very understanding and that. But and I understand, like they got to pay it's cheaper for them to have me come to them than it would to pay somebody to bring it out here and take the chance of somebody banging their car up or scratching it. And you just sometimes wonder. I know the shop that was up the all right, David, see you later. What I was going to say is the shop that was up the ways from me had closed down, and they moved to a smaller building. And I heard they were struggling also. So I'm not the only one that, and they had I'm talking big time dealerships. And from what I gathered, what hurt them is a couple of their employees that was working for them had wrecked a couple new rides. And, of course, your insurance is going to go up, and a lot of the dealerships now want you to come to them. Sorry I lost you guys. Take you in here. Hopefully I won't lose you again. It's a little problem. I don't know if you can see the flames and stuff. I'm not, like I said, I'm not quite done with it, but this is one of my shape. If you've seen the stuff I had piled on it and that, but flames and I do. Sorry about that, guys. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna jump off here. I gotta get some stuff ready for tomorrow. Stuff I want to get. It's good seeing or talking to y'all and seeing y'all come into my live feed. I appreciate everybody. Once again, have a great Friday evening, what's left of it, and I'll let y'all go get some sleep, and we'll see you in the next one. See y'all later, guys.